in bands offshore drilling across vast areas. And in sport, Enyimba head coach hails team's victory over Mozambican opponent in CAF Confederation Cup tie. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. The Lagos State House of Assembly has passed the 2025 appropriation bill into law. The House passed a sum of 3,850,224,144 naira as the total budget size. The capital expenditure stands at 2,71,185,026,692 naira, while the recurrent expenditure is 1,295,630,197,452 naira. Speaker of the House, Mudashiru Obasa, directed the clerk Olalekan Onofeko to send a clean copy to the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his assent. It will be recalled that Governor Sanwo-Olu on November 21, 2024, presented the budget tagged Budget of Sustainability to the House. Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture has officially wrapped up the 30-day Christmas Village event at the J. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History, Onikon. The festive celebration, which began in early December 2024, attracted thousands of residents and visitors who gathered to experience the magic of the holiday season at the center. Speaking at the event's grand finale, Commissioner for Tourism, Art and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, described the Christmas Village as a resounding success and emphasized its role in reinforcing Lagos's position as a hub for cultural diversity, entertainment, and tourism. Benson Awoyinka acknowledged the contributions of local artisans, performers, and vendors, whose collaborative efforts brought vibrancy and excitement to the Christmas Village. She also praised the creativity and energy that made the event a memorable experience for attendees. The 30-day Christmas Village at the J. Randall Center was designed not only to celebrate the holiday season, but to also underscore the state's dedication to leveraging arts, culture, and tourism as vital drivers of economic growth and social development. Presiding chaplain of the Chapel of Christ the Light, Dele Ajayi, and other ministers of the chapel have paid a brief but impactful visit to the Ministry of Home Affairs. The chaplaincy received by the Permanent Secretary, Adewumi Ogunsoya, shared words of encouragement and offered special prayers for the leadership and all members of staff of the ministry to usher in the new year. Ajayi emphasized the need to commit every individual and corporate aspirant to the Almighty God for divine guidance and assistance. He commended the leadership of the ministry for the zeal and commitment in rendering service to the residents of Lagos State, praying for more grace and wisdom in the future for more successes. While responding, Permanent Secretary appreciated the clerics for their unscheduled visit and prayers, as he also expressed gratitude for the support and encouragement that the ministry has received from the church towards the successful implementation of its programs. The Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAM, says it has remitted over 6 billion naira to the federal government coffers as part of its operating surplus after the conduct of the 2024 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. The board announced that it has so far contributed over 50 billion naira as an operating surplus to the National Treasury over the past 7 years under the watch of its Registrar/Chief Executive Officer, Ishaq Oloyede. According to the board, in 2024, it generated a total income of 22 billion 996 million naira and spent 18 billion 198 million 739,000 naira towards conducting examinations, paid service providers, and covering essential expenses, including staff claims, amounting to 2 billion 119 million 571,000 naira. According to JAM, 2024 represented a pivotal moment and a time to reap the rewards of the various innovations it had implemented. And now to the rest of the stories. Gombe State Governor Muhammad Yahya has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to settling gratuity liabilities for state retirees. Yahya stated that 17.2 billion naira out of the 21 billion naira inherited from previous administrations have been cleared. Speaking at the presentation of checks and payment of backlog of gratuities to state retirees, Yahya said his administration is committed to workers' welfare. Yahya also highlighted his administration's efforts to enhance the welfare of civil servants, including the recent implementation of the 70,000 naira minimum wage for state government workers. The governor commended labor unions, retiree associations, and other stakeholders for their cooperation and constructive dialogue throughout the process. The Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) has called on Adamawa State Governor Amadu Fintiri to sign the Media Practice Enhancement Bill, which has been pending on his desk since April 2022. The appeal was made during a team meeting in Yola with the governor's chief press secretary, Humwashi Wonosiku. The national, state, and chapel officials of the NUJ emphasized the importance of the bill in strengthening journalism and addressing challenges in the industry. NUJ National Vice Chairman Northeast Zari Baba highlighted the union's commitment to the bill, citing its potential to improve media practice. Baba stated that the knowledge gap in media practice is widening daily as experienced hands drop out of practice. Also speaking at the event, Governor Fintiri, who was represented by his Chief of Staff, Sunday Edgar, thanked the media for amplifying the activities of the administration. He added that the media bill under consideration would be given due attention. Oyo State Governor Sheyi Makinde has declared that suspects involved in the tragic stampede at Islamic High School Bashorun Ibadan, which claimed the lives of at least 35 children, must face trial regardless of their status. Speaking at the 2025 annual interfaith service for state workers, Makinde addressed calls for leniency, stating that the rule of law will be upheld in Oyo State. He revealed that some individuals have argued that similar incidents in Anambra and Federal Capital Territory did not lead to prosecutions, questioning why Oyo State should proceed differently. Governor Makinde clarified that while he is not opposed to the court granting bail to the suspects, the judicial process must take its course. He emphasized that accountability is paramount in ensuring justice for the victims. Now to foreign news. United States President Joe Biden has announced a ban on new offshore oil and gas drilling along most of America's coastline, weeks before Donald Trump takes office. The ban covers the entire Atlantic coast and eastern Gulf of Mexico, as well as the Pacific coast of California, Oregon, and Washington, and a section of the Bering Sea of Alaska. It is the latest in a string of last-minute climate policy actions by the Biden administration ahead of Donald Trump's return to the White House. Announcing the new drilling ban, Biden said his decision reflects what coastal communities, businesses, and beachgoers have known for a long time, and that drilling off these coasts could cause irreversible damage to places we hold dear and is unnecessary to meet our nation's energy needs. And now sports. Enyimba head coach Stanley Aguma has hailed his team's CAF Confederation Cup victory over Black Bulls of Mozambique. The two-time African champions defeated the visitors 4-1 at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, on Sunday. Reflecting on the match, Aguma, who recently took over the reins, described the victory as a significant morale boost for the team and a gift to Nigerian football fans. Aguma admitted that he faced challenges upon taking charge, but emphasized the importance of building a winning mentality within the squad. The victory propels Enyimba back into contention in Group D, with the team's next challenge being a rescheduled NPFL match against Nasarawa United in Aba on Wednesday. Enyimba will then return to Uyo to host Egypt's Al Masry in a must-win clash on Sunday in the CAF Confederation Cup. And that's all for the news at 6. Just before we go, remember to always wear your seatbelt when driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration reconfigured 6 junctions and roundabouts, Allen, Ikotun, Maryland, Lekki, and Ajah, under traffic management intervention plan? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State House of Assembly has passed the 2025 Appropriation Bill into law. The House passed a sum of 3,366,815,224,144 naira as a total budget size. Gombe State Governor Muhammadu Yahya has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to settling gratuity liabilities for state retirees. We also told you that United States President Joe Biden has announced a ban on new offshore oil and gas drilling along most of America's coastline, weeks before Donald Trump takes office. And in sports, Enyimba head coach Stanley Aguma has hailed his team's CAF Confederation Cup victory over Black Bulls of Mozambique. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Mojid Ololade. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.